Full time at Villa Park, Aston Villa 4, Newcastle 1. What a performance from Aston Villa. First half, in terms of overall both teams, first half was dreadful. Lacked ideas, lacked creativity, lacked any sort of potency. And obviously Watkins scored in the first minute and then sort of went quiet a bit. Obviously Fabian Schär then equalised. I think it was like 16, 17 minutes in. But the first half, apart from obviously the 2 goals, Morgan Rogers, with a little bit of, trickery and stuff in that first half. And it was ultimately just a really poor first half performance from both Newcastle and Villa. And it was a massive game as well for, obviously, to finish inside the top 4. But now it doesn't matter whether it's top 4 or top 5. So 1-1, you're thinking, there's a chance in this game for both teams. Bruno Guimaraes, by the way, what a fucking idiot. How many times did Bruno Guimaraes foul in that game and constantly get away with it? I think it took like 6 fouls for them to finally, give a foul against Bruno Guimaraes. And then, obviously, the second goal was it Yuri? No, sorry, not Yuri. I was going to say Yuri Tillemans. Second goal to make it 2-1 for Villa was, obviously, Ian Maatsen. Lovely play down the left-hand side, and obviously Ian Maatsen on the overlap. Really good finish as well from Ian Maatsen, to be fair, to make it 2-1. And then Jacob Ramsey, lovely bit of skill from Jacob Ramsey, laid it in towards Yuri Tillemans, comes off Dan Burn to go into the back of Nick Pope's net for 3-1. And at 3-1, Newcastle looked, again, just completely out of it. They looked starved of ideas. Anthony Gordon, when he came on, was just running around in circles. Isak, I thought he had a poor game, Alexander Isak. A lot better performances from him in recent times in a Newcastle and Sweden shirt, and he just looked absolutely atrocious in the final third. Joel Linton as well, Bruno and Sandro, all of that Newcastle team just looked all over the place. Even Schär, Schär, someone who's been, I know he scored a goal, but, they've lost the game 4-1. And obviously, Dan Burn played quite poor as well. Obviously, scored the own goal. And then Amadou Onana, what a strike. What a strike from Amadou Onana. Edge of the box, curling shot away from Nick Pope, 4-1. And like I said, then Villa bring on Donyell Malen, Marcus Rashford. The quality they can bring off the bench. Obviously, Asensio came off. I thought he had a poor, quiet game, Marco Asensio, but a big win for Villa. Newcastle obviously won the Carabao Cup, and they've been good in the league since then as well. Obviously, they beat Palace 5-0 in midweek, didn't they? But again, they look poor tonight or this afternoon at Villa Park, and Villa truly deserved their 4-1 win. Morgan Rogers is a baller, an absolute baller, killing it in that first half. The tricks, the great football that Villa played at times in that game was really good to watch. And considering what happened against PSG in midweek, they really bounced back with real authority in that performance. And again, Unai Emery could still win a trophy and back-to-back qualifications in the Champions League, it looks like, for Aston Villa, and obviously get into the quarterfinals of the Champions League this year. Newcastle, again, probably will have to play better than that if they're going to finish inside the top 5. But let me know your thoughts down below. Aston Villa 4, Newcastle United 1. I will be doing a match reaction for Las Palmas against Atletico Madrid, which does kick off in 25 minutes my time. So hopefully that'll be a good game in La Liga as well. And make sure to drop a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching. Up the Villa.